So I was watching Toy Story the other day, and I had a thought. What if one of the toys dies? Andy's not going to know. He's just going to play with a corpse.
Man,
Look at Chris's face.
the toys would just be sitting there watching their friend just get mangled. Would they deteriorate? Like,
But they're plastic.
they have no organs.
There's no organs.
Circulation,
Right.
anything.
Imagine like he's making them shake each other's hands, and it's like you're shaking your desk. Oh, sorry. I was saying, you, you imagine he's making them shake each other's hands, so like you're shaking your dead friend's hand.
Right. Like, how can you not sit there and go,
Wait. But how would they die if they're made of plastic?
I don't know. It was just a thought that popped in my head.
Isn't
Like,
there
this
one
would be
where
really
like
messed up.
Yeah,
They have
isn't there one where like a head pops off and they're still like
Yeah.
fully functional?
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, you look at Toy Story 1 when the kid, what's his name?
Sid?
Yeah, Sid, he pulls heads off and puts them on other toys and stuff like that. Like,
But he marks X's on their eyes too, and then they are dead, right?
No,
No?
because that
In
little,
pain and agony for
no, because
forever.
that little baby doll head with the X's on his eyes,
Mhm.
that thing was a trooper.
Moving.
Yeah, it was moving around.
I need to watch back when Woody gets his arm cut. Did he feel pain? Does he
I
go
don't
like,
think so.
ow?
I don't think so.
Because if he has pain, then that means that he has nerves, and if he has nerves,
Then the plastic isn't real.
then he has a brain. We were thinking way too deep for a
Yeah,
So are
like,
they
right now.
immortal technically?
I don't know.
Would you? All right. Would
Can
y'all
they
want to be immortal given the opportunity?
Well, now I don't want to play that game again.
Well, realistically, I would say no.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, because I mean, once I lost everybody, I'd be in a position of like,
Yeah.
Because they give the start over.
Like
Right.
nobody wants to die, but nobody wants to live forever.
right? Because at that point, you've got to like, I've got to go and make another you and another you. Like, I can't. I'm not. I'm.
Oh, you're easily replaceable.
Wow. Wow.
I kid.
Anyway,
All right.
welcome to
Well-
Loose Pucks and Deep Cuts, ladies and gentlemen.
And welcome back, Chris. Back by popular demand. Everybody seemed to love him, so we decided, hey, let's give you a little bit more Chris. Yeah, everybody was like,
Yeah.
hey, we thought there was two of you the way how big that thigh is over there. You know, Chris, I'm glad to say that if us three got stranded on a mountain and it was absolutely icy,
Oh, you could kill us.
frozen, we'd probably eat you first just because you'd have more sustenance. If
I'm
we
honored.
if we could take you. Let me preface by saying that.
I mean,
If
wow.
you take him, I'm now your size. Like, oh yeah, the whole plan was me and you to get him the whole time.
okay. Now let's say genuinely we're all thrown into an island, right? Free for all three of us. Who's walking out alive? I have Koi just for specific reasons that I will not say, but
Well, I mean, he's got military background. He's kind of been trained to survive in the harshest of reality.
which one of us dies first from Koi?
Oh, definitely. Not
Me.
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 I think so.
Damn. Why are y'all throwing each other under the bus?
No,
right
no, it's
now,
not.
dude?
I know. I mean, let's like. Do we want to ponder this? I mean,
No, you have better survival skills in nature.
but you're a more like physically advanced human being than me.
Did you
That
know
comes
did you know that there's a snake whose blood can hydrate you?
I mean, any blood can hydrate you if you drink it.
Well, yeah, but there's a specific snake. You can actually, and there's this whole thing going on because it's part of a survival training, and PETA's not happy with it. But there's a survival training where they cut a snake's head off and make you drink the blood of the snake.
Do you slurp it like a straw?
No,
Or do you like let it like
it's like a tube of toothpaste. almost, just- yeah.
No, that
like a
would be,
Go-Gurt?
Yeah.
Ew.
you know, that'd be a fun simulation I would like to try. Not the snake, but like an island.
Oh shit.
Like, you know, just like an actual survival island. But I mean,
And die?
wouldn't it be easier for just three of us just to like work together?
Oh, I think we'd
Yeah.
live a long time.
Yeah. All right, let's
Yeah.
say we all get stranded on an island. You get to bring one item with you. What are you gonna bring to help the group?
To help? Wait, to help or
To
just to
survive.
bring in general?
Let's just say us three. All right. Let's say we just know we're going to an island. Let's go tropical. There is one predatory species and multiple prey, and coconut banana trees. And then you got okay. All right.
That's all you need.
You don't want to take your K bar?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, a K-bar would probably be better, but that's all you need. You need a knife.
Looking iffy.
Because you can do. I mean, you can make weapons with the knife. You can use the knife as a weapon. This is the utility of all utilities. This is the greatest invention on the
You
planet.
could whittle a good stick with it.
Right. You can whittle sticks. You can cut twine. You can kill things. You can use it as if you make a fire, you can use it as a little poker to turn your whatever you caught to cook it. There's a lot of different things you can use a knife for.
Chris, what's your item you're bringing to the table?
Instantly, I was like, for the sake of the group, water purifier. Like, from whatever ocean water. But I feel like you can boil water, so it might be useless. But
Well, but no, even when you boil water, like it's still gonna have salt in it
true.
because like when you boil, like
Unless
if you
put a leaf over it and then condenses back somewhere in a different pot.
that's true, and do like do the steam
Too
where
much work.
Osmosis generator.
Yeah.
whatever it's called. Which brings me to my item. Cooking pans.
why?
How you gonna boil water?
I think
That's a really good point. I didn't think about
Give
that.
me a big old pot, man. Give me like one of those I don't know, crawfish boil pot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think
I'd
about
bring.
that. Yeah, that
I can
makes more
start a
sense.
fire, but
Yeah.
gotta
That's
have
valid.
Huh. I didn't think about the pot. That makes because the knife wouldn't have done
always
shit.
gotta think about
the you don't have water.
Yeah, I'm drinking blood over of snakes, and I'm over here with blood and water.
Right, yeah.
That's funny. It's not even like throw whatever we like kill, throw it in the pot.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, boiled whatever is still food.
They make a nice fish eye soup,
May not taste great, but it's still food.
It's fine.
Yeah. We already did the welcomes. That is a good question though. Leave it in the comments. What would you do? What would you bring to if you were stranded on an island? What would you bring to help the group out? We'll start planning our stranded island trip.
We could take a trip. Yeah.
Figure
You know what?
it out. Yeah.
Mr. Beast.
We're flying over
Right, yeah.
oceans in like a couple weeks,
Dude, see, you talked about Jamaica and you asked us about it and you acted a little upset about it. And I'm kind of upset now that you're not going with us.
Yeah, man. I want some jerk chicken.
Next year, you're
Uh-huh.
in.
Sure.
Yeah, come with us
Yearly
next
trip.
year. Because, yeah, we can do that. We can make it a yearly trip. That is if you enjoy it, because I don't know if you're going to like it or not, which, again, we've already discussed. If you don't like it, I'm not taking you anywhere, ever.
If you don't like it,
Tyler dancing.
consider our friendship over.
Well, no, because I was talking to my dad about that last night because we were talking about different, like, itinerary stuff. And he goes, I've taken a couple people who just kind of, when they get there, they're like, yeah, okay. And he goes, that's just the most defeating feeling on the
dude.
planet because you see this island from from your point of view, and in your point of view, it's the coolest place on earth. And then you talk it up, and all of a sudden you bring somebody who you've talked it up to, and they're like, it's all right, I guess. I'm like, no. At that point, we can't be friends because obviously we don't see the same things.
Oh, you're not wrong there. No, I have no fear that I'm not going to enjoy it. I think it's going to be a blast, one of the greatest times I've had.
Oh yeah,
And I'm happy to spend it with my wife, I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
we're going to spend
newlywed.
some of it. Yeah, we're going to make sure we do like some honeymoon parts and make sure we spend some good quality time together. But
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, there's
completely.
going to be some great times that you and me are going to have as well.
Dude, I wish I could
Excited
play
for it.
music on this thing. Because if he said honeymoon things, first thing that popped in my head is wow, 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 wow.
Easy.
Oh,
Take about 20% off there.
Okay, so everybody keeps asking about this every time they see our list. What is this whole jelly spoon thing? Go ahead and break that down
So
for
we've had
us
this
here.
one getting ready to talk for a minute, and we just haven't had the opportunity. But now we're kind of like left on the bench, sort of pod. So we have spoon versus knife, and the common denominator is jelly. So when you are getting jelly out of a jar, do you think it is preferable or best practice to use a knife or a spoon? You have a knife, and let's say you're just spreading it on bread. Knife, one, is more easier to spread onto bread, but it's harder to get out of the jar.
Not if you use the backside of the spoon.
Spoon, you get to get copious, way more amount deep into the jar, carry more out, and then you put it on your toast, and you can still have spreading capabilities. Everybody you've always seen has always used a knife. Spoon is superior.
Ooh.
Because you can use the back of the spoon.
Mm.
You pull it up, and you can use the back of the spoon to spread it.
And I thought you were a knife guy. Am I turned you into a spoon guy?
I was thinking about it the other day, and you kind of make sense with that one.
You know what
That's
else
the
makes
only
sense about?
no. That's the only thing that makes sense. Your stupid milk before cereal thing.
Guys, do not do that.
All right.
You will go to jail.
But do you get what I'm saying about the spoon, though? How it can be superior in this situation? But
I've
everybody's-
honestly had my moments where it's just like the knife just doesn't. Sometimes it just doesn't do the job. Whereas, like you said, you can use the back side to spread it out, the front side to gather a lot, but you can also use it as a knife to
Ooh,
cut into things.
You know
for
what?
the
That's a
triple threat.
variable I didn't bring into it. So now you can cut the crust off your bread,
Sharp.
or
With a spoon?
Yeah.
no, with the knife. You can
Oh.
cut the crust off or cut it in half, and you only have to wash one dish.
Yeah.
And peanut butter is pretty compliant, where you can get quite a bit of amount with just a knife onto the bread. But we're talking about jelly here.
jelly. Jelly gonna fall right off the fall right off the knife.
I don't know.
But what about jam?
What's the difference?
What's the diff? what do you
No,
mean
no,
what's the
don't make me
difference?
say it. Don't make me say
I-
it. All right, the actual difference or like the real difference?
No. We can't do the real
No.
difference.
The real difference. Oh,
No, we
okay.
can't. That's gonna be another off.
So a jam
recording.
is more of like chopped fruit, and I think a jelly is more of like think of like a pureed fruit, where it's like smoothed out and juiced a little bit more, so it's at a smoother consistency rather than like a chunkier jam.
So jam versus jelly
right?
is more like crunchy versus creamy peanut butter. There's more thick fruit in the jam than there is in the jelly.
So for peanut butter, what do y'all take?
Creamy.
Over
I-
crunchy?
I have to. My wife's allergic to peanuts.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice.
Is
Is it
this?
too late for
Hold on.
divorce? No, just.
Oh, syrup.
Yeah.
I was like, hold on.
No, yeah, we so okay, fun fact about different peanut butter brands. The only one that she can't really eat that we've found is Skippy. Everything else, Jif, Reese's, a third one if I could think of one. But those are the big ones. She's allergic to peanuts, but she can still eat them.
So that as the real question, is it really?
I feel like Jif's probably not real peanuts.
Bro,
That thing just seems
Either that-
processed in there.
I was gonna say either that or it's just extremely processed.
I mean, the shelf life of it should scare you.
Okay, I've always wondered that with like like those milk things that you can buy in bulk at Walmart that just sit there like the
The Fairlife protein shakes.
yeah like the pure like those like they just be sitting there and they have milk like all day. Don't y'all find that kind of
Well,
sus?
they
think
call
it's
it pasteurized,
I think it's powdered milk is what's
maybe,
yeah.
but pasteurized as well. But I don't know the process of making that.
It's probably just the way, kind of like with protein powder, because protein powder has a shelf life that's insane, but it's whey protein. It's milk protein that's still so. But once it gets powderized and then what am I trying to say? Once it gets pulverized into a powder, it becomes more
I mean,
Blah,
it's
blah,
like
blah.
Expiration date. Just
the
gets
expiration
pushed
date
back.
gets pushed back because it doesn't have all that extra bacteria growing cells that are in the milk when it's just milk.
And it's kind of like how water bottles have expiration dates. Because
That's just the plastic.
it's the plastic,
Yeah.
not the water. Yeah.
Yeah, the water's not actually. Did you know that?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I actually didn't.
Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't know we're an educational pod here. Yeah, we're teaching something now.
Hey, if anyone wants to sponsor this pod,
Please.
Just hit him up.
Yeah.
Jeff Peanut Butter.
Loose pucks deep cuts
You
at
are real
gmail.com.
peanut butter.
Prove to us that you are real.
Uh,
Gosh.
where's that at? Let's see. Oh, did I already? Okay. You said something about lottery.
Yeah. So I don't think it's no secret that I enjoy a good gamble every once in a while.
No.
Chris, we've talked about it. You
Not
know, we talked
you.
about we like to
Little
we
trip.
little dabble, you know.
Did he-
Little all
I
on
have my
black.
father's gene.
Yeah.
Did he make you stop at that gas station casino right outside
We
of
did not. We should have.
just outside of Purcell?
We did talk about it though. Windstar was on the way.
Yeah, we should have.
They were all asleep in the back. We just could have.
They could have just kept. I just left the truck on. I would roll the window. I would have cracked the window for him. All right. No, but everybody's dream, if you ever have gambled before, is hitting the big one, hitting the lottery. And the worst odds you can ever have is like Powerball and scratch tickets, but they have the highest payout. So what happens if you hit a Powerball? Let's not even say it's like the $580 million it is. Let's just say it's $30 or 30 million, excuse me. I'm not $1 million.
30 million still, dude.
No, like 30 million is life changing. So what would you do if you won the lottery? Like,
Buy a new truck.
Yeah.
Rent one of those big wreckers that turns cars into cubes so I can throw my car in there. I hate that stupid
just wreck your own
thing.
car
Yeah, just
out of spite.
get rid of that stupid car.
Just
And then-
random square in the bin in your backyard.
Right. What is that little cube back there in the backyard? My car. Huh?
I feel like I wouldn't necessarily spend all my money on like lifestyle, going extravagant, going to spend money on just the most randomest things. I feel like I'm more of a practical human being. I would try to buy me a house, but I wouldn't want a mansion. I'd like a larger house, but I'd like some of the amenities in it. I would definitely want lakefront property. I don't want the
Mm.
ocean. I want a lake. I want a lake that's fresh water that I can swim in, that I can boat in, that I can take families
See,
in.
that's where we differ because I would much rather saltwater.
No, I wanna be able to open my eyes open, you know.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
But I
Well,
mean,
but you could get used to it.
you can get used to it. But I've never. I'm more of a mainland guy, you know.
Well, yeah.
Uh,
We'll
fresh-
change. We'll change that. Don't worry.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
You're
I'd put majority, at least 50% in the savings account. I would give me 5 million to buy all the things that I would want at that pending time, whether it be like boat, house, anything, cars, just something like not necessarily extravagant, but I want all my toys. I want
Yeah.
like the nicest grill, the nicest smoker, the nicest patio I can buy, outdoor TV, hot tub that fits 12 people,
No,
a
don't.
bathroom I can play baseball in, you know.
All right, chill out,
That's a
Nickelback.
Nick.
Chill out.
Like
Nickelback.
I'd want like my little area, and I'd like a lawn. I'd like a large lawn that goes to the grass
Man.
that is nice and green.
Let's do we should go in on a piece of land together and do a compound. That'd be fun. Because
It'd be
at
fun.
that point you have all the land in the world. You can do whatever you want.
And then if that doesn't work, I'm taking 30 million and putting it back on black. Double it.
That's not crazy though.
He's on to
That's not crazy.
something. Chris, what you got for
You know how
us, sir?
sick that would be losing 30 million anyways.
And just like batting an eye, like me.
It is what it is.
Back where I started.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Me, I would honestly, I'd save a good chunk of it, clear the family debts. And then honestly, me, I gotta give credit to GTA 5, right? It taught a brother how to save money, right?
Right.
When you're saving for that Lambo and
Right.
that Bugatti, when you're saving for that house, you know, so your
that-
mechanic can bring you your car,
Right.
Right.
Or that apartment that's all the way on the very top with the
Penthouse.
garage right next to it. Yeah.
So I thank GTA because honestly, I'll probably just save it and
Yeah.
pay off debt and then just let it accumulate
Yeah.
over time.
So I think you just buy the things that you need to survive, like shelter.
Yeah.
And it like, because I mean, I think it would be great to go on like vacations and experience because I feel like once you have that much wealth, it's not necessarily about like saving money or working for money. It's about enjoying the experiences of life.
But when you think about it too, I mean, granted, depending on what hotel you stay at and stuff like that, but it's not that expensive to go on a trip.
With that
Because
much money?
When you have that much money, no,
right.
yeah,
Because like if you don't if you do kind of what we're doing, it was only what
1,500 a person.
1,500 a
plus.
person? Yeah. So 1,500 a person once or twice a year. That's with when you have that much money, that's nothing to worry about. It's just like
I think it just
yeah.
it boils down to what makes you happy. What
Right.
makes me happy is being on a lake with a boat, inviting people over to share the experience of a lake.
Right. See,
Biggest
but
question though is, would you guys still work? Because my thing is, if I had that money, I think somehow I'd still keep doing what I'm doing.
oh, I'd lose my mind if I wasn't working.
Exactly.
I cannot stay stationary. If I didn't work, I would be doing something around the house.
See, my work would be different. My work would be into hobbies.
Mm.
It'd be either be like woodworking. I think I would love to work with wood. I envision once if I ever get a house or get a garage or get a shop, I want to get a big old log and make me a handmade Stanley Cup replica. Like that's something I want to do.
That's tough.
Cover that up so that way nobody can see.
But I feel
the
like I would
abs
end up
logo
staying
anymore.
busy just doing things with my hands, whether it be around the house. But I don't know. I'd be a little PRM prince. I still would want to like have some sort of act of service and feel like I'm
Mhm.
fulfilling my duty as a civilian and as a human.
Same.
But I'd be taking a lot more days off.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because my biggest thing is it's the weirdest thing for me because there are sometimes I'm like I don't want to go to work just because it's work. You know, nobody wants to go to work. But when it comes to when Sunday comes around, I'm chomping at the bit. I'm like, dude, let me go back, please, because I've run out of things to do here. I can't sit here anymore and just be like, okay,
You don't get the Sunday scaries?
no,
Really?
no, I get the Sunday like come on, come on, hurry up, clock, let's go. Just because I'm like I said, I'm one of those people who I can't not be moving. If I'm stuck at home, I'm just losing my mind. I'm going absolutely insane because I'm stuck at home. There's nothing for me to do. I'm just going, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. What else have I got? And it makes my brain just go 90 miles a minute, just like, okay, that needs to be done. That needs to be just trying to come up with other things. So yeah, by the time Sunday afternoon comes around, I'm sitting there going, is it morning yet? Is it is it time to go to work? But you were talking about going back to where you started as far as like if you lose all that money. I watched a movie, and you may have seen it before, you may have not, but it's an old movie. It's called Brewster's Millions, and what it's about is this this guy, he plays baseball for a AAA affiliate, I think. No, not even AAA. I don't know. He's playing for an affiliate, but it's an affiliate of the Chicago Cubs, and has no money to his name. Only money he makes is the $200 from the game that he gets. Kind of, that's the kind of baseball that this guy plays. They at the beginning of the movie, they're playing baseball and they call a timeout because they have to open a gate on the back side of the outfield so a train can go by. There's literally a train track in the middle of the outfield.
What the freak?
Yeah.
It's ghetto.
And they call you right, and they call the timeout so they can open the gate to the train track and then let the train go by.
I hope that's a real stadium.
Dude, that'd be awesome though, wouldn't it? That'd be kind of cool.
Frustrating this, bro.
But anyway, he gets called to this law firm, and at the law firm they have him watch this video, and the video is a will from his great uncle, and his great uncle said, "I'm going to give you $300 million. I'm dead. Here's $300 million. However, You can either take the $300 million and pass the test that I give you, or you can take $1 million and just be out. What would you do before I tell you what the test was?
Me personally, I'd probably take I live by this motto in life. Just give me 1 mil.
Okay.
Just give me one leg up.
Well, $1 million doesn't go as far as it does. So 300 million, I'd never have to work again.
No.
100 million, I'd still have to do some things.
Oh yeah.
So
100 million?
300?
Like 100? Like if you had 100 million?
$1 million.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard 100 too. I was like,
$1
oh.
million versus 300 million. I will pass this test.
Okay. The test is you have 30 days to spend $30 million. By the end of the 30 days, you cannot have any of the money left over whatsoever. You can only
Just 30 million?
Nope.
Or 300 million?
No, if you can't have, you have to have $0 in 30 days.
You got to spend 30 million.
You have to spend $30 million
a day.
in
In a
30
month?
days. Yep.
It's easy.
You say that, but you have to pay for services. You cannot buy artwork or cars or anything like that because that still counts as an asset. That still counts as money coming to you. That still counts as money that you have. You can only donate 5% of it. You can only gamble 5% of it. But you cannot have anything. So if you were to go buy a car, you lost, because once you lose or once you buy that car, that's an asset from that $30 million. So you're not able to do anything.
Could you not just tip somebody, like an Uber driver? Like he Ubers you. Here's 1 mil.
You can, and that's what in the movie that's what he ended up doing. But another caveat to this: you can't tell anybody what you're doing. So this entire time you're going through this whole thing, you have people sitting there going, "You are absolutely insane. What are you doing? We need to get help for you. We need to," and you can't tell them what's going on. They're going to eventually try and help you to save money that you're just blowing. And you're going to end up somehow making more money. So and that's what the problem is this guy had to go through the whole $30 million before he made his $300 million. And he's having trouble with it because everything he does, he ends up making more money. And he goes back to where he started because everything that he's trying to do, he ends up, for one, there was, I think there was one where he bought an iceberg, or didn't buy an iceberg. He donated money so that way they could take a chunk of an iceberg in the North Pole and put motors on it to bring it back to the United States so people could have more fresh water.
It's horrible for the environment.
100%. But only problem with that is that in that stock that he spent money on ended up blowing up. And so he's sitting there back with the money that he's just sitting there here. I'll pay you $1 million for the month to drive me around in this limousine.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's going through, like he's doing real well. And all of a sudden stuff like this happens. And he's like, now I got to spend more money to get rid of this money. And he's like, I don't know what to do. It's a really funny movie.
Check it out.
It's a good movie.
Something I'm doing. 5% gamble, easy, right out of there.
But what if you win it back?
Oh, dude, you'll never win it back. The house always wins. You just give it time. The other 5% of donation, I'll give some to a church and a lot of it toward like wildlife conservation. So then I'm already have 27 million left. For the next $27 million, I'm going to every football stadium, hockey stadium, NBA stadium. I'm buying every seat I can possibly imagine. And I'm giving it to people, the real fans who have never experienced a game, like the hardcore ones, the people
How do you know? Not to interrupt you.
I'd give it away to free.
Love it.
Yeah, no, I'd give it like I'd buy it all and then give it out to free because it's not charity because it's a service.
Yeah.
But then it's me giving away. No, I'll charge $1. I'll charge $1.
And that would work too.
Ah,
because-
loopholes.
Right. Well, but the problem with it though is you can't gift it. So like you said, you have to get something back from that. You can't gift it. So like if you had a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, you can't just buy her something nice because that counts as an asset. You have to give them money for a service so they can buy things. So
I mean, there's probably plenty of services out there that are very expensive that cannot be talked about on this pod. But I mean, vacations. I mean, give me like a penthouse in Beijing. Like,
see, but that's what I thought. But think about that. $30 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of different trips to try and take in 30 days.
unless you take one big trip at the most expensive resort you can find. Certainly, there's something out
That
there
would
that's
definitely take a chunk out.
$400,000.
Right.
Go to Dubai.
And yeah,
Instantly.
go to Dubai, yeah. And that would definitely take a chunk out. But it's still one of those things.
There's no way a single person could spend that amount of money. It's going to be a group of people using that money. And it's just if you find the loophole, whether if it's a service or if it's a charge or if it's a charity.
Right. Like for one of the things he did, he kept buying he took everybody to the nicest restaurant in New York. And everybody who was standing on the side of the road or side of the street with him, he said, "Hey, y'all want to go to lunch?" And took them all to the nicest restaurant and paid for all of their food. That counts because it's being eaten, so it's no longer an asset to you.
Do that every day.
Right? Yeah. Do that. Do stuff like that. But at the same time, that's still. I mean, $30 million is an insane amount of money to think about.
If I were to do that in, let's say, all the big cities across, so in Miami, Dallas, in Cali, like contact people and say, hey, you give me the nicest restaurant, you find 50 people to fill that whole place up, I'll pay for everybody's meals in each and one of those states.
Yeah. Or you could hire somebody for $100,000 a day and have them go
But
give people free meals. Is that
yes, that should work too. But you also got to think about this too. $30 million in the 70s.
It's the 70s?
equivalent
Yeah.
to about $100 million? now?
Right. It makes it a little bit harder.
We're cooked.
It makes it a whole lot harder because all of a sudden that number that you're thinking of just went.
I buy Amazon rainforest to prevent deforestation.
You can't buy anything.
Not even oil as a reserve
Nope.
to make me
That's
the most
an
powerful.
asset.
That's an asset. One of the things he did do was he ran for governor. No, he ran for mayor of New York City. And except because you can't make any money back, he couldn't, when he ran for mayor, he could not go and actually be mayor. So his entire campaign that he ran, he spent a bunch of money on this campaign, but the entire campaign said, it was what's the word none of the above. That was his whole campaign. He goes, "Don't vote for me. I don't want to be mayor, but don't vote for these guys either. None of the above."
That's crazy.
I mean, if that was on a real ballot, like you say, you have like A, B, and then C is none of the above.
It is.
People would probably vote C. You'd get a couple votes.
Well, they don't.
Kanye got
well,
votes.
No,
man.
I don't.
We'd be
I don't.
all right.
I don't
He
think.
actually did.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse gets votes every year, or every cycle. Yeah, Mickey Mouse.
Go ahead and say it.
Huh.
Go. Oh boy.
I don't think Chris has ever heard me do that. Have you ever heard me do that? Hang on, I gotta get ready. Oh boy.
Cast my vote.
Mr. President,
Well, all right.
can I just hear you say,
Oh man.
I just need to hear Donald and Goofy.
I can't do my little brother does Goofy really well. Really?
I'm saying you say their names in Mickey's voice.
Oh, well, Donald Duck, Goofy, Goofy.
That's crazy.
I wish I was good at impressions. Like, oh, it's such a talent to have.
Dude,
Ventriloquists, insane.
Oh yeah.
Jeff Dunham's coming fairly soon. But
You know the trick to ventriloquism to keeping your mouth open is anytime you say like a P because you have to close your mouth to say P, you just find another word, another letter that ends with that E, like T or V, and then you K. You put your tongue on the roof of your mouth.
okay.
It kind of it makes it sound more
K.
like P. You get more of a what's it called? Just a
Enunciation.
a little bit more of an enunciation. It sounds like your lips are moving because your tongue is doing something different than what it would when you say T.
Insane.
Yeah, I learned that because I tried to be a ventriloquist. It didn't work very well.
He's like, now we're here.
Yeah, now we're here.
Yeah, you're just setting yourself up for it.
Hmm?
You tried to become a ventriloquist.
Yeah.
What were you for? What age did you decide this? No, I mean I
13.
honestly- I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You were a big Jeff Dunham fan? You're like,
I
"That's cool."
was a big Jeff Dunham fan, and my church that I went to had a ventriloquist dummy that they would take out for like VBS and stuff like that. So I was so excited because I was like, I can actually try and do this, but it's really cool because I was like, this is kind of cool. If I learn how to do this, it'll be awesome. But
Yeah, everybody needs a friend.
You got a friend.
It'd be.
Oh, sorry.
Toy Story.
Soon.
No, I think singing it's a little bit different. I think.
No, I mean, it'd be definitely a really cool talent to have, and it's one of those talents that's only the less than 1% that you actually know about, and those guys can make a ton of money, but everybody else does it just as a hobby. But
Yeah.
if you can be really great at something like
Yeah.
that, it is spectacular.
Oh yeah. Speaking of impressions though, my little brother, it's the funniest thing. He can do Herbert from Family Guy
No.
perfectly.
We're talking about the old guy.
Perfectly. And I got pretty good at doing Consuela for a long time. So Consuela and Herbert would have conversations all the time, back and forth between me and my brother.
Just poor mom and dad.
Yeah. we
Car rides were not fun.
They're probably like,
No, we need more lemon pledge.
Can you say roll away diabito?
What?
Roll away diabito?
Roll away, Diabito. No.
Oh
No.
man.
Mr. Superman, no here.
Oh man. All righty. Well, shall we? we'll segue away from that one.
oh my
That was
gosh.
a fun little segment we got
Yeah.
there. Yeah. That was kind of different. But all right. So I was thinking the other day. I'm obviously the other day, very sports minded over here, and I work with children, so I can kind of see like how children grow, their developmental, and how like I develop. I always compare like with my life versus their life,
Mhm.
childhoods, things like that. And one of the things that kids get now that I
Oh, we're
Never
going here
got.
already. Dang.
Maybe once or twice. Big hot topic for me. I hate participation trophies.
Man.
Now let me tell you why I hate participation trophies. Not everybody should win.
No, because
That's a
then
fact.
it makes it.
Losing is better for development than winning is. Winning is almost the worst thing that can happen to you if you win and win and win.
Right. And it goes back to the last episode when Chris was talking about his complacency. Like if he doesn't, keep to the schedule and gets complacent, then he's worried that like you said, you're worried you're going to get back to being just the kid that you were. When you have those participation trophies, I don't know why talking is so hard for me. But when you have those, it almost makes it to where it's like, I'm gonna get a trophy anyway. Why do I need to win?
Exactly.
So it's like there's no try anymore.
Yeah, and humans are constantly developing. And the way that we develop the best is by failure. So you have a problem, you try, you fail. You try, you fail. You try, you fail. You try, you succeed. You win. Now you learn something and you've grown from it. But what happens when everybody wins?
Right.
There's no strive, there's no longing to getting better. There's no longing for further development.
Right.
And I feel like it's actually setbacking society because everybody wins. Yeah, I know your kid's going to cry. Yeah, I know it's hard. It's going to make him upset.
But that's where your parenting
That's a
kicks in.
learning moment. And
Right.
that's even great for a parent if your kid loses, because that's a very important step in life, because it's
Right.
not all roses.
So you can be like, "Hey, buddy, look, this is
Yeah.
what happened," or for me, like, "Hey, Marley, look, this is what's going on. This is what happened. This is why, because this didn't happen, because this didn't happen, because you didn't do what you were supposed to do here." Like, and help her understand like where to get better so she can get that trophy.
And then she does win. And how much does that trophy mean when you win
Right.
after you failed?
Right. What do you think?
I mean, I agree 1,000% with you guys because just maybe this may be crazy, but I think it's soft because I feel like you guys said, I feel like losing is so necessary. Like you need to get rejected by that girl. You need to not get that job. You need to, experience that failure in class to be able to realize that, okay, this is where I'm lacking. This is how I need to get better. And that's
Right.
what causes people to excel, to develop their craft and get better. Whereas if you're winning, winning, winning and getting handed out prizes all the time, then it's like we talked about, you'll get complacent. You'll start having a sense of entitlement. You'll walk into the room and be like, I don't have to shine. I don't have to try. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
win
get
anyways.
I'm gonna get one anyway. It doesn't matter.
Maybe it's just one of like my biggest pet peeves is that like when people think so highly of themselves that they think they're better than somebody, that who they are is higher than who they are just because they've been gifted everything or
Right.
they've always
Mhm.
won. Like
And I
we're
just I sorry, go ahead.
no. Like
Uh,
we're still here on like we're still the same.
Right. And I like you said, I despise that mentality so much so that I have a song, or there's a song by Shinedown, which by the way,
Nice sweater.
Chris repping the Shinedown sweater. There's a song by Shinedown called Special, and the entire premise of this song is essentially saying, stop waiting on your 15 minutes of fame because you're not special. Like I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be hateful, but this you're not as special as you think you are. You're a person. We're people. Like it's going to happen.
There's 7 billion of us
Right.
now.
Mhm.
Right. We're not nothing's changing at all when it comes to this because it's you yes, people they say people are all different and I can understand that to an extent, but when it comes to basic life and how society works, everybody's the same.
But you know what makes you real special? It's like not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get up. People who fail more are more special because they know what it takes to fail, that they're able to do what it takes to win, to succeed, to strive for greatness.
Right. It's like in Cool Runnings, that movie. Have you I know he hasn't watched it. Have you ever watched it?
No.
Damn it.
Watch party.
Yeah, I was fixing to say we're gonna have to I'm gonna have to movicate y'all. But in Cool Runnings, the coach cheated, and that's why he had his Olympic gold medals taken away, and he was banned from ever participating in the Olympics again on a athlete platform. He could be a coach, but he could not be an athlete. So when it gets to the point where the captain of the bobsledding team finds out what happened, he goes, "Why?" He goes, "Because I grew obsessed with winning, so much so to the fact of I thought without it, I was nothing." And that's in my head, that's where this whole thing comes from is if you do these continuing part these continuing continue to do these participation trophies, then everybody's going to have that mindset. I'm nothing without these, so I'm just going to just cheat to get there anyway, because if I don't cheat, I'm gonna win, or I'm not gonna win, because all my participation trophies are gone now, because I'm at a different level than I was when I was a kid.
No, I agree most definitely. And what comes to mind also is I think of like there is no Rocky without losing. There is
Right.
no Creed without like those losing moments. And like you even think about any of our lives, like without taking those L's and not getting that participation. Did you just catch a cramp?
Yep, I sure did.
Get your salt
If you could
pills
see his
dissolved.
Oh man.
No,
PTSD.
yeah, accountability is huge. I mean, in everything you do, you've got to, whether it's mistakes or you do the right thing, like accountability is who you are, and it's who you are behind closed doors.
Right.
And everybody wants to be at the top, but being on top of the mountain is so much sweeter when you stumbled a couple times.
Oh, 100%.
makes that dog.
Yeah.
And you get to look back on the view, and you get to look past all the rocks that you tripped on, all the
Right.
failures that held you back. You finally get to see where you're at and where you made it. And I feel like that rewarding factor makes your life.
Oh yeah. And Chris is gonna keep running those stupid marathons.
You know,
till he
I'm
wins,
gonna I'm gonna run a half marathon next year.
He's doing it. Come on.
I'm gonna try it. You know, you've inspired me, and I
Actually,
appreciate that.
Nice.
Matter of fact, I want to try and get both of y'all in obstacle course racing.
You know what? You heard
I was
your
only doing
guys.
Ninja Warrior
Boys
time.
running the half marathon next year with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it.
I jiggle too much
Oh.
in the middle.
It don't matter, bro. No, but that's the thing, bro. That's the thing about them marathon. You'll see like old people, or like no offense to old people, but like really old. But, like I mean, like really like elderly people just zoom past you, and like you're just like, bro, I suck.
Kind of right. It kind of makes you feel a little bit small there. It's like,
Yeah,
wait, how
Kind of
did
makes you feel like a failure.
but I like it though, because it's like it humble. Like to me, it's like it's kind of like what we're just talking about. Like it's like you can walk into it like maybe have a big physique, a nice physique, but it's just like still get my butt kicked by anybody in this marathon stuff. You know, it doesn't like,
Right.
all that doesn't matter. You know,
Granted, I will say there is a point. As far as like participation trophies, I don't know if you can call, like, because you got a medal, right, from from running. I don't know if you can call that a participation
no.
trophy.
Oh,
'Cause
no.
To
You
me,
earned that.
like a marathon is not who wins first. The marathon is who completes it.
Right. Just like I was, and that's why I was going. That's where I kind of was.
Yeah, I was leading you there.
That's kind of where I was going with the obstacle course races, because I ran a bunch of those for 3 years.
Amazing.
Pretty much until COVID is when I got lazy and complacent from doing that, because I was running them all the time. Like there was that different parts of the state, different parts. I would go to ones in Arkansas. I would go to ones here. I would go to ones in Texas. I would go to ones in Kansas, Missouri. I would just kind of circle this surrounding area. But it's one of those things where, like you said, completing it, because those obstacle course races are no joke. It's 3 miles, so it's like, yeah, it's just a drop in,
straight line.
it's a drop in the hat. But at the same time, with 3 miles, like I could go run 3 miles right now and probably be done in 20 minutes.
Amazing.
No, you cannot. A
Uh,
5K in 20 minutes with you haven't ran in 2 miles.
well, with
in
me,
2
okay,
years.
old me could have probably ran it in like 20 minutes.
No, I mean we're putting this on the pod. We're gonna put this on the story.
What, me running?
Yeah, we're gonna. You wanna go challenge it?
Well, yeah, we'll do it. We'll run.
Oh.
I'll see if I can
Chris can set you a 20-minute pace.
yeah, see if I can pick that up again. I bet you I could. Give me, matter of fact, from the time this is posted. I won't worry about it.
We'll start after Jamaica.
Yes. Matter of fact, the week after we get back from Jamaica, give me 1 week.
1 week.
Give me 1 week.
Hey,
His
come
heart
on.
rate's gonna be 200.
And I'll
It's
run.
fine.
Give me 1 week, and we will go and time it, and I will run all the way to. Hold on, I'm trying to think of a mile and a half from
We
here.
can literally just go on a track right up there. Doesn't that school have a track?
Yeah, but they won't let you on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm trying to think where a mile
Let's
and
go to
a half
Hefner.
is. That whole that whole
It's
16
9.5.
miles.
It's like 9.5.
is it 9
One
point?
lap.
Okay.
One lap is 9.5.
Okay. We'll find a place. Yeah, we could do Hefner. We'll find a place, but we'll do it.
Yeah, but obstacle courses and races like that it's a competition with yourself.
Right.
That medal is you beating your mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that is worth more than the participation trophy.
Oh,
That is
100%.
the gold medal.
Oh, 100%.
And you can win. Like obviously, like people can be sad about like not getting first or their time, but like you said, I feel like because I've definitely been discouraging myself, like, oh, I ain't get the time I want. But a lot of people have been reminding me of the simple fact that like you still
did
overcame
it, dude.
yourself.
Yeah, you still ran 26 miles.
0.2.
Never again.
Oh, 0.2. My bad. What do you mean never again? You're gonna do it next year. Don't lie. Don't lie. You're gonna do it next year.
Because now you want to run it and not cramp. Now you've gotten smarter. Now you
Yeah.
want to do an ultra. Now you want to do 30.
An ultra is crazy.
Ultra. Oh,
The Ironman is what's crazy.
what are you like? What you think he's David Goggins or what?
Ultra marathon is just anything over 26.2. It doesn't have to be the Badwater 100. It doesn't have to be the Moab 240. It can just be a 30-mile, 50-mile race.
26.4. For the rest of my life, I did an ultra. At the end of the marathon next year, I just keep running.
Like, which one? Doesn't matter. I ran it.
But no, I've seen some of that stuff that David Goggins does, man, and that is I don't know how that dude's alive.
Oh, man. He has a good book, too.
Which one? The first one or the second one? Can't Hurt Me, or what's the name of the second one?
I think it was Can't Hurt Me.
Okay.
Where he talks about like him from the beginning, him
Yeah,
like
that's
being
Can't Hurt Me.
because he was like was like a bug sprayer or something, like cleaned restaurants during like the graveyard shift,
Mhm.
like almost 300 pounds, looked in his mirror, is like, I've got to change. He
Yeah.
did a complete 180 of his
Yeah.
life. And I think one of the things I took from his book most importantly is when he was starting to get in shape, because he went to the recruiting office. It was like, I want to join. He was like, well, with your weight, you need to be at like 200. You need to drop 90 pounds. He's like, how long do I have? You got like 60 days. And he did it. But during that training, during that phase, he was pretty much working out every day. He would go to the gym, he'd do pull-ups, he would lift, he would do all these things. And one day he, I don't know if it's at the end of his lift, but he was going to do like 50 push-ups, and he only did 20. And then he went home. And he couldn't go to sleep with himself, just absolutely frustrated. So he ran back to the gym, did his whole workout again,
Yeah.
did the 50 push-ups at the end before he could sleep.
Yeah. Have you ever read that book?
I'll give it to you. It's a mentality.
It's a great book. Do you put sticky notes on your mirror because of it?
No.
I put sticky notes on my mirror because of it. You don't want to read the sticky notes.
I draw mine in lipstick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You use lipstick. The same lipstick that Marley put on her eyes earlier. Oh yeah. You missed it.
Yeah, that was my purse, not Caitlin's
Right.
purse.
You missed it. Right before you got here, she comes, or we're all sitting in here, and she comes in, and Holly just starts losing her mind, just laughing so hard. And I'm going, what's so funny? And I look over and I see just dark red circles underneath her eyes. And I'm going, what is going on? And his wife goes, oh, she got into my lip gloss. Like, oh,
Like, she's too young for makeup.
okay.
Not only is she an Avalanche fan, but now she's getting into makeup. My brother, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Feel halfway responsible for that one, and I do not apologize
Oh,
for it.
wow.
Jerk. But we were talking about memorable events, like with the marathon and my obstacle course races and stuff like that. What is your most memorable event in your life that you've ever done? First thing, like first thing that pops in your head that you just have to share. It's one of those things where it's like when you meet somebody, you have to within that first conversation, you have to share that information, because it's one of the coolest things you've ever done.
That's a tough question without any sort of leanway. I know my wife would want me to say the day I got married, which was very special to me, and I
Aw.
loved it
My,
very much.
mine would too. And yes,
I could also say that I was first place number since 3 years in a row in fourth, fifth, and sixth grade. Yeah, pretty proud of that one right there, boys.
Absolute
Yeah.
unit.
No, but like, just like the most important event I've ever done.
memorable, not important.
Memorable event.
Like the coolest thing that you can be like, you can look back and go, wait, did I really get to do that? That's awesome.
I'll say for me, I guess it's not to be, I don't think it should be long winded, but part of my own journey is I remember when I was at SWASU, I had a terrible teacher, like several teachers that like I told them obviously I'm transferring to OU, want to go to their nursing school, and a lot of them told me that I wasn't smart enough, I'll fail. My own coaches told me I'll fail, I wouldn't do it. Basically, a lot of people speaking death to me.
Mhm.
And then not only that, when I transferred to OU in 2021, my dad sadly passed away. So one thing I say that's really memorable is when I walked across, or when I was walking into the graduation, OU, they let you carry your country's flags. So for me having a lot of my family, around me from Uganda, it was nice just being able to hold that Ugandan flag and like walk in and like be the first person with the flag walk in with this. So that was real dope.
No, pride in your family is always memorable.
Mhm.
I know. I guess I don't know what's like my most memorable, but one that is did you pause it?
Oh.
But one thing that's like very memorable to me right now is um obviously I love outdoors, and this is probably one of the last memories I had with my grandpa that I can remember. And he was there, but he's not necessarily in it. But what is happening is we're at the lake because me and my family, we love the lake, and that's some of the best times we've ever had growing up. We're always at the lake. And I remember I was getting pulled by, I was just wakeboarding, having a good time, hanging back out there. And the family just talking, and it just started to rain just so slightly as the sun was setting.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just this orange, purplish, yellowish glow that was reflecting off every single raindrop. Just a slow, thick rain.
Amazing.
It was catching the rays as it was going down, the water splashing, catching the rays going up. It was about blood warm temperature. You felt like you were just there in a moment, just
Mhm.
completely bliss. And that's a moment I'll always treasure.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
I'm probably gonna sound cliche, but that little girl's my best friend, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Most memorable moment that I have is being the first one to get to look and watch my daughter breathe for the first time. I got to watch her cry for the first time. I got to do like it was the coolest thing to me to be able to know that I have a little me and a little Holly, just being able to see the world and get to show her what the world is, and show her all these cool things that she can do with herself, and all these things that she can learn, and watching her be able to fall into that. Because I mean, yeah, she's only 2, but you can, if you talk to her, if you watch
You're a
her.
smart little girl.
Right. She learns things so quick. She's super inquisitive. Everything she does, she's sitting there kind of, you can watch her study it. Like she's got something in her hand and she's just staring at it for a second going,
Like in the garage earlier with the comb or whatever. I don't know. She was looked in the car, the reflection of the car, and started trying to comb her hair.
Right, yeah. Right. She's just, everything she does is, and it's so cool to be able to watch how she learns how to do things. And that's to me is probably going to be the one of the biggest things that I can honestly say that I'll cherish forever, is just being able to watch her learn how to be a person. 'Cause it's super cool.
I was like, she melted my heart earlier. I was over here writing down my little
Oh, so
notebooks and
cute.
things. And one of the things that I was like thinking about talking about was like the certain different trophies and rewards I have for the NHL. You got like the Rocket Richard, the Hart, the Vesna, the Jack Adams. The list goes on and on. And she was just sitting there looking at me, so I was explaining every one, and she was just like, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, it just absolutely melted me. No, but the question that I want to ask you, and
Uh-oh.
no,
I'm
no,
kinda
no,
scared
no,
now.
no,
No.
it's a beautiful question. It's a beautiful question. Um, what was it like when you saw her eyes for the first time? Were you thinking just like the color? just that's my daughter? Like, what was the moment when she first opened her eyes and looked at you? What did you feel?
Best way I can describe it is there is an episode of How I Met Your Mother when Barney is the Neil Patrick Harris character is saying that, or somebody's talking about, you're gonna fall in love one day, and Barney's going, "Oh, what? You think I'm just gonna look into some little girl's eye or some girl's eyes and say, you are my everything. Everything that I have, everything that I am is for you." And he just goes down this whole long list of things, and then he finds out that he has a kid and he has a daughter, and he picks the daughter up and he looks into her eyes and he says that exact same thing, but it's not that joking, it's the serious. And first thing that was the first thing that popped into my head was what he said, just that, that everything that I have, everything that I am is for you, is to make sure that you are safe, is to make sure that you're protected, is to make sure that you grow up to be the most loved child on the planet. Um, and yeah, I think that's probably the coolest, or the what, not coolest, but that's probably the first thing that I thought was like, because it took her a little bit because of how small she was to kind of
Right.
start to fall into the opening her eyes and stuff like that. But I did have some moments before she opened her eyes where I was absolutely terrified. Like if you were to look at a picture of me, I'm sitting there going like,
Now, does she have your eye color? Does
yes. Well,
does Holly? She have blue eyes too?
no, Holly's eyes are. I'm gonna get in trouble for this. That's okay. I'm so sorry, Holly.
Uh-oh.
Put him on the spot. My bad.
No, you're fine.
She's leaning against the door right now.
Right.
No,
No.
she might cry if she listens to this.
Right. Yeah. Probably.
And she might be angry if you get this wrong.
Well, it's weird because I want to say a hazel color, but it seems like her eye color changes. It's weird.
The clouds and the sun.
Right, because sometimes it's like a brown, sometimes it's this weird green color that's kind of cool. So that's why I want to say kind of hazel, just because it's kind of that in between. And Marley's is more little bit brown, little bit blue. So she kind of has both. She kind of has both of ours, where mine's that deep blue, and Holly's has that changing colors. Marley has the changing colors, but she has the blue side of it too.
It's kind of like the blues, the bass, and there's a
Mhm.
little secondary.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah, it is really kind of cool. But yeah, dude, I sent a video to my sister the other day. This guy Ben Matthias, I don't know. He he posted something. He said, "What is the best part of having a kid?" And his response is watching them grow up. And he said, "What's the worst part?" Watching them grow up is because you know that eventually you're not gonna have that again with that kid. Um, Matter of fact, I made Marley made Holly cry the other day because I don't know if I told you the story about the bird under her foot. Can you see
Yeah, I was
it?
like, I do not know it.
So when I got the foot, um, I got the foot because they gave us the footprint, and I wanted something for Marley, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted just yet. So what I did was immediately when she was born and they did the footprints, I got the foot with her name, but I wanted something more. So I sat and did extensive research on different ideas, different birds, different flowers, different, just all kinds of different things that I could think of. And I finally came up with the swallow. Reason behind the swallow is because the swallow symbolizes home. So I got the bird, I got the swallow because it's essentially me letting her know that no matter where she goes, no matter what she does, no matter who she becomes, she will always have a place, home with me. Um, just because and that was kind of the way that I could oh, what's the word? Uh,
Articulate.
immortalize. That's the way I could immortalize that. But what was really cool was when I finally decided what I wanted to do, and I got the bird. I showed it to her, and she touches it. Which, if you've never had a fresh tattoo, you're not supposed to touch your tattoos. You can get infections because it's an open wound. You can't don't touch it. But you can get infections. It can mess with the color, and with this one, it did. You can see where you can see in the spots like right underneath the wing there where the color has faded out because she touched it. And she just because she saw the colors and she thought it was the coolest thing. So yeah, she went to touch it to grab it. Um, and it got infected and it scabbed over, stuff like that. But once it healed, I looked at it and it was kind of cool. I thought I at first I thought about getting it touched up, getting it fixed, making the color come back in the same vibrant red that it was. But her godfather actually brought something to my attention that I thought was kind of cool, and it's what I'm going to do with the next kid that we have. This is her signature, if you will. The infection that from her hands touching the ink created whatever distortion in the because you can never replicate this specific distortion in the way she did that. So that's kind of her signature. It's her part. It's her. It's a piece of her that I have with me. Just because of her touching it. And it at first I was like, dang it, now it's gonna look bad. And then when he brought that up, I went, huh.
It's one of the best mistakes that'll ever happen to you.
Right. It was one of those things where I was like, you know what? I love it. And matter of fact,
Like, it's perfect.
need another bird and for the next one, and the next one's gonna touch it too.
So, I mean, it's no secret that you have one on the way.
hmm
Do you plan on replicating the foot on the other forearm? Or
No,
have you
actually,
thought about that?
so what we're gonna do, or what I'm gonna do with it, is I'm actually gonna chase. I'm gonna have the birds chase each other. So because Marley was the first, she's the lowest down on my wrist. The next one is gonna be a little bit further up, and I'm gonna do a handprint on the above it, just so that way underneath I can fill it in with whatever filigree or anything like that I
You
want.
still going to do a swallow?
Yeah, I'm still gonna do.
European or an African?
I don't know.
What's the airspeed velocity?
I don't.
You don't know Monty Python, huh?
Oh, no. Okay. I mean,
I don't mean to make light.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
No, it's a very beautiful story
Yeah.
and a very beautiful tattoo, and it means so much. But you know what you need to do on the right arm
Mhm.
is when they graduate, you need to get their footprint of like that age.
That's crazy.
Your whole forearm.
The whole forearm. Yeah.
He takes his shirt off.
Got a whole foot right in the center of my chest here.
No, dude, that's an amazing story. No, I'm so glad I know that.
I never told you that.
No, I have no idea.
Thank you for sharing that, bro.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, I know. I can't.
No, I think
believe-
it's like the most beautiful things that have ever came out of your mouth. with that story. No, like it on really like. No, that's
Well,
really
thanks.
that's heartfelt.
Well, thanks. Yeah, that's the funny thing about it, because most people think that a lot of the tattoos that I have are all just pointless. Like they're like, what's the point of all
Got
of
a
them?
couple of them that are.
Just one.
Yep, that is also the one that's green, white,
Mm-hmm.
and orange,
Just one.
Oh,
I made a
did I
drop.
hear green and white?
and orange.
Nope. Shut up. They lost.
I'm so sorry.
Dallas. Star.
They lost. It's okay, buddy. Yeah, that last episode didn't age well.
Yeah, no. I would say I'm so sorry. I'll let you spill your feelings.
Go for it.
This is a man in grief. This is a man who has no words. Let me try this approach. Chris, I'm here with Chris Serwanga, diehard Stars fan for 2 months. I just want to know, how does it feel that your team played a very hard fought series and ended up falling just a little bit short against Minnesota?
Right. So we headed up into game 6 against Minnesota. We fell kind of short. We executed. Johnson did his thing, but we came up short. But the overall story is the fact that we had one hell of a season, right? We may have came up short, but at least we're not the Avalanche.
Oh.
At least we're not those scums in
Oh.
Colorado who have to pay the refs to win.
Oh.
Minnesota may have got the best of us, but I know they'll do the same to the Avalanche.
Wow.
And a hard fought season it was, and I commend your Stars for the valiant effort that they put on. Unfortunately, your season is over. What are you looking forward to in this offseason?
In this offseason, I'm just looking forward to turning on my TV and watching Minnesota absolutely wax the Avalanche.
And how do you think they're going to do that?
Playing pure hockey
Pure hockey.
and not having to use the refs to win for you.
That's
Wow.
glad we have these statements on camera. This did not turn the way that I thought it was going to. Kind of turned a little hostile. But and granted,
I'm grieving.
I was the first one to be hostile, so I apologize for that. Good luck to your Stars in the off season. Better luck next year.
All right. And with that, we're going to have to wrap it up because I think we're about 11 minutes over. So, Chris, dude, you're fun. You're a lot of fun.
Y'all are amazing.
You need to come hang out and do this with us more often.
Yeah.
It's fun, dude. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, listening, and check us out on Facebook.
Do we have any response to the Easter eggs on last one?
No, we do not. I checked before we started. We still don't have any. Chris could probably respond and
Chris, should we throw out an Easter egg?
Sure.
All right. Well, let's go with this.
actually, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the last Easter egg.
Oh, yeah, there was one there.
The last Easter egg, I said, give me a.
Oh,
Pokemon?
you know, I know what we'll do. So today I went thrift store shopping with my wife, and I bought something.
That was your last Easter egg. If you can't see what that is, it's the Blackstone Cherry logo. Oh,
Today I
Lord.
bought
Oh my
what
god.
looks like a snow globe with the golf ball in the center
Why?
that has a T on it. And what I want Koi to do
Why?
is to get the golf ball onto the tee.
Oh no!
It is the best, worst purchase
I just had it,
have
dude.
ever bought. Because it's half filled with air, it's half filled with water, and I think I have not got it. I've spent about a good 30, 40 minutes on it, and I have yet to get it. Koi's close, so let's end this video before he gets it.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you next week.
Chris, hands down.
That's them.
Stick taps to Chris. Gentleman of the week.
All right, have a good one, y'all.